get the coaches?
Yep.
Done. We have?
No.
No. Okay, dapat.
Yeah. So Roland, it's Pakistan again, this time the semi-final. What changes from the last pool game?
Yeah, of course, we will try to use a little bit different type of tactics, of course, because we were not too successful from my point of view in that game, especially attacking-wise. I was quite disappointed, especially about the first half that we played, so we made some clear appointments how our positioning should be different, how the ball position should become different, and so we create more chances than we did in that match, because don't forget the last two matches we didn't score one goal, and that is not something like Malaysia is known for. I think it's normally a very strong attacking side, but yeah, in this tournament so far we didn't show too much from that perspective.
You know Pakistan well. What would you perceive their weaknesses to be?
Yeah, weakness is always a big word. I never like to speak about in weaknesses. I think, of course, there are areas that we need to explore faster, and that is especially when we are shifting the ball quickly from one side to the other. You can create gaps in their defense, and in these gaps, our players should occur in the right moment, and that is more or less what we need to do. All right, thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Roland.
Thank you, guys.
Ever the diplomat there. Hassan, you beat Malaysia in the last match in the pool. You told me before the game that you'd be taking it easy, but celebrations were pretty strong. Your thoughts after that match?
Of course, we wanted to win, but it was either game. And Pakistan, we missed a lot of chances there, a couple of chances. Forward line missed it and couldn't get so many penalty corners. We need today some goals from the forward line and some penalty corners and to score on that.
Obviously, it's a team game, but Rizwan is your captain. He went off injured against Malaysia. Any update on that injury?
He is injured. We'll try not to play him, but but if necessary, then we'll definitely put him in.
And what do you fear from this Malaysia team? What do you think that you need to be very guarded against tonight?
Well, they normally they attack on they attack on our team. They are mainly they're defensive, and the counter attack they take the advantage for that, and we will try to avoid that so that they don't have any counter attacks. And but whereas Pakistan team we play with the rhythm and rely on our forwards to attack, and that's what we are going to do.
Best of luck tonight.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Hassan.
terrible from Imran, but he makes the save. Does go to Bilal. Bilal picks up, goes low. Harry does well. The rebound. Using the Pakistan player in front of the goal. It's 1-0 Pakistan. By many standards, a poor game, but it was Pakistan that got the win. Hello everybody, welcome along to the penultimate day of action of the Hero Asian Champions Trophy 2018. 4 matches remain, the first of which is semi-final number 1. Pakistan take on Malaysia. So the weather, well, it's another cracking evening in Muscat, 30 degrees centigrade, humidity of around 51%. It's pretty similar to every other night we've had here, except the wind is a little breezier than it was on the previous, 6 days of competition. A number of Malaysian fans in, but let's get some coach reaction before the match with Dan Strange.
Hassan, you beat Malaysia in the last match in the pool. You told me before the game that you'd be taking it easy, but celebrations were pretty strong. Your thoughts after that match?
Of course, we wanted to win, but it was either's game. And Pakistan, we missed a lot of chances there, a couple of chances, forward line missed it, and couldn't get so many penalty corners. We need today some goals from the forward line and some penalty corners and to score on that.
Obviously it's a team game, but Rizwan is your captain. He went off injured against Malaysia. Any update on that injury?
He is injured. We'll try not to play him, but if necessary, then we'll definitely put him in.
And what do you fear from this Malaysia team? What do you think that you need to be very guarded against tonight?
Well, they normally attack on they attack on our team. They are mainly they're defensive, and the counter attack they take the advantage for that, and we will try to avoid that so that they don't have any counter attacks. And but whereas Pakistan team, we play with the rhythm and rely on our forwards to attack, and that's what we are going to do. Thank you so much.
Well, they're the thoughts from the Pakistan camp. Let's hear now from the Malaysian camp.
So Roland, it's Pakistan again, this time the semi-final. What changes from the last pool game?
Yeah, of course we will try to use a little bit different type of tactics, of course, because we were not too successful from my point of view in that game, especially attacking wise. I was quite disappointed, especially about the first half that we played, so we made some clear appointments. How our positioning should be different, how the ball position should become different, and so we create more chances than we did in that match, because don't forget the last 2 matches we didn't score 1 goal, and that is not something like Malaysia is known for. I think it's normally a very strong attacking side, but yeah, in this tournament so far we didn't show too much from that perspective.
You know Pakistan well. What would you perceive their weaknesses to be?
Yeah, weakness is always a big word. I never like to speak about in weaknesses. I think, of course, there are areas that we need to explore faster, and that is especially when we are shifting the ball quickly from one side to the other. You can create gaps in their defense, and in these gaps, our players should occur in the right moment, and that is more or less what we need to do. All right, thank you. Thank you.
Thoughts of both coaches. Let's have a look at the head-to-head. Well, Pakistan dominated, but the last 6 between these two have been evenly shared. 2 wins apiece and 2 draws. And one of those draws went to a shootout, which Pakistan went on to win. That was the semi-final of the Champions Trophy back in 2016 in Kuantan, Malaysia. So the scene is set for the first semi-final. Who will be able to put their name on that last match and then await the winners of semi-final number 2, which is India against Japan. Lots of handshakes. These 2 teams met 48 hours ago. It was a pretty lame affair because they knew that they would be playing each other in the semi-final. I doubt this will be quite as tame as the last pool match these 2 played, and with the prize of the final up for grabs, I'm sure there's everything to play for, and the coaches will not hold back. We might even see some routines from the top of the circle at penalty corners. So the sides are out in the centre of the park. We'll have the national anthems of both countries, and then we'll give you the team news ahead of the start of this one.
Malaysia on our right in white jersey and Pakistan on our right in green jersey, left in green jersey. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up as respect to the national anthem of both the countries. First, the national anthem of Malaysia. Islamic Republic of Pakistan.
Two teams with an exceptional record in this Asian Champions Trophy. Malaysia have finished third on the previous 4 occasions that this tournament has been held. Pakistan have made every single final, so much at stake here. Imran Butt starts in goal. Then there's a back for Shakil, Irfan Senior, Ali and Abbas, Bhuta, Arshad and Atiq across the midfield, Ahmed, Irfan Jr. and Ali Shan across the front line. No Rizwan Senior tonight. A hamstring injury sidelines him, and Ahmed Shakil, number 16, has been brilliant for Pakistan in this tournament so far. 22 years of age, already at 114 caps, just the 4 goals, but he plays anywhere across the back and anywhere across the middle. In fact, he'd play anywhere you asked him to. As for Malaysia, well, Harry starts in goal. Then it's a back 4 of Azri, Shukri, Faz, Jalin Saeed. That's a pretty standard back 4. Nabil, Mio and Marhan across the middle. And Tenku, Faisal and Sharil are the front 3. Well, Marhan Jalil, 28 years of age, 228 caps to his name, 12 goals. This will be his 24th appearance at the Asian Champions Trophy, and he'll be hoping that he can have a real positive influence on this match tonight. So the 2 on-field umpires: Bruce Bell, left of screen from England, Jakub Meslik from the Czech Republic on the right of screen, and up in the box there he is, Peter Wright from South Africa. So Malaysia will be desperate to try and break this run of 4 consecutive third-place finishes at the Asian Champions Trophy. Can they get past the side that beat them in Kuantan 2 years ago on penalty strokes? Pakistan, well, they will desperately want to reach the final to keep up their incredible run in this competition. Umar Bhuta might have to step up with the absence of Rizwan Senior. Harry's going to have a big game in goal. Faisal Sari, well, he's been a little quiet in the last couple of games, as has the Malaysian attack. No goals in 2 matches for Malaysia. They're going to have to change that this evening if they want to make the final. Malaysia then get us underway, attacking the goal to our right-hand side in the all-white strip, and Pakistan in the all-green and the luminous socks. And I'm delighted to say that alongside me, Charlie Broom, in the commentary box for this semi-final, it's Simon Mason, the 3-time Olympian from Great Britain. And Simon, we called this game 48 hours ago. This is surely going to be something a little bit different.
You'd certainly hope so, Charlie, because that game 48 hours ago wasn't a classic. You'd assume that both teams are going to come out with a degree more intensity. For me,
there's a turnover by Rizwan Jr. and doesn't quite come off for him. Irfan Jr. sorry, makes the interception. And here is Shakil. Nice ball into the middle of the park and moved on by Arshad. Ali. Umar Buta. Irfan Senior, who would have enjoyed the day off yesterday. Fires the ball forward, but Faisal's applying the pressure, and it's turnover possession. Forward from Mio to Tenku. Tenku, lovely little ball, and Faisal could be in here. Faisal, can he finish? No, the keeper makes the save. Is this a goal? Sorry, Faisal has scored. What a start to this semi-final. And Pakistan, who had the first attack, are made to pay. And we said Faisal needed to be involved, and he's involved in the first 90 seconds.
It's that touch from Tenku that set the whole thing up. It was absolutely stunning. Megs the goalkeeper on the dive. You said it, Charlie, he'd been quiet, but Faisal steps forward. He sees the gap, goes full length, wears the goalkeeper's leg guard for his trouble. That's the contact that we saw, but what a finish.
So Faisal will just have his mouth looked at. But that is a really good start. And just what the game needed. It's what Malaysia had the opportunity to do 48 hours ago, but Marhan missed. This time it fell to the one person they really wanted it to fall to, and he made no mistake. He is the competition's all-time leading goal scorer, and he's just added another goal to that tally.
Well, and he's added it because it was like we cut over each other just slightly earlier. I was just about to say that it was, for me, with Rizwan Senior out from the Pakistan midfield. More
ball across, and Shakil with an important touch, takes it, Buta, and that's just too far in front of Ahmed. And from a Pakistan point of view, they've just got to relax. There's a lot of time left in this one. They don't need to panic just yet.
Oh, massive amount of time. They gave that away. It was Mohamed Irfan Senior, as he was coming forwards, just got intercepted. So often the case that a player, he's actually performed the most tackles and interceptions in this whole competition, Mohamed Irfan Senior. But driving forward, his passing not quite as crisp.
Shafiq couldn't keep it in play. Shakil will leave it for Irfan Senior. There's a Jali into the midfield. Here is Nabil. Nabil. Shukri, the captain. Put by Saeed. That's a lovely little touch from Mio to get past Buta, but he can't retain possession. And spinning away is Arshad. Arshad. Arshad plays the ball forward. Buta picks up, just rebounds a little bit, and finds Jali nicks possession back. Turning is Marhan, slips it out to that left-hand side, and there's an extra zip about Malaysia this evening that wasn't there 48 hours ago. Nice little ball to Azri. Azri to Shukri. 49 turnovers there were from Malaysia in that match 48 hours ago.
Just there was no precision, there was a lack of control through midfield. Now you feel maybe with Rizwan Senior out, can Marhan or Mio really take advantage of the space?
Well, here is Marhan, and he has got plenty of space out to that right-hand side where it's Shafiq. Shafiq thinks about trying to go through the two players, wins the free hit off Arshad, taken quickly by Malaysia, and Irfan Senior, perhaps a little fortunate. It was a rather physical, clumsy jackal, but advantage played. Shukri with the stretch. Ali Shan can't get there because Fajali has just blocked his stick, so Pakistan have the free hit. Arshad will take, throws the aerial ball. Nicely taken down by Abu Bakr. Abu Bakr thinks about trying to go around the outside, but recycles possession. Arshad up to the head of the circle, spinning away is Atik, out to that right-hand side. Nice build-up play by Pakistan. As it comes from Ali, and there was a chance at the far post. It might still be there for Pakistan. Across it goes, and it's turned in. It is Irfan Jr. who has levelled it up. What a start to this semi-final. Well, we thought Pakistan's chance might have gone, but they kept it alive, and they've got the goal.
Well, the slap across wasn't taken down cleanly to begin with. However, the second phase play fired across. Irfan Jr. doing all he had to do was stand there with his stick out. This is a great chase down, really well done from Ayaz Ahmed. He goes and gets the second phase. That's relatively poor defending from Malaysia. They needed to be in front. Might have been a little touch to deflect it, but needed to be a little more aggressive in front of his goalkeeper. Ideed to get that interception.
So, 3 minutes after going behind, Pakistan on level terms. It's a fourth open play goal for Irfan Jr. And Pakistan are level. Pakistan 1, Malaysia 1.
Once the goal was created from that left-hand side across the face of Malaysian net, it was all about the fact that Pakistan just continued to force down the right. That's where they've got most joy. They like that better than the left-hand side.
Saeed in the spot of bother, does well to get it out. Tenku rolls it forward. Here is Marhan. Marhan, Tenku tries to lead in front, gives Marhan space inside to cut into. This is Ayman. And that's a good diving intercept by Shakil. Yeah, that's a terrible long corner taken by Malaysia. Arshad throws the long aerial, looking for Abu Bakr, who brings it down nicely. Abu Bakr's got players in the box if he requires in the circle, but he is dispossessed, and here is Shafiq. Shafiq got no one on this right-hand side, so drops it to Joel.
Pakistan, one of the teams in this competition who've thrown those overheads probably better than anybody else. They've found space, they've thrown to free players and into channels, and in doing so been able to get decent distances up the pitch as well as being able to carry through midfield.
Faiz Jali back up that left-hand channel. Saeed. Still going Saeed. Saeed into the circle, still going Saeed across the face of goal, and it's a penalty corner. How about that for a run from your left back? That'll do nicely.
Great commitment, lovely little jab, one-handed skills. Little fortunate that Shakil Butt doesn't get that under control, but just commitment to running. Looking at second phase, look at the balance to try and pick that up off your back foot after the ball's behind you, and then the little foot in the middle of the circle, obvious. Mohamed Kadir.
So Malaysia have only scored a couple of penalty corners, 2 from 7. Pakistan have only conceded 1 in the whole tournament. Pakistan very slow to get behind, and in fact the feet still in front of the line, but here goes, and a corner re-awarded. Jakub Meslik helping Bruce Bale out. Sharil with the flick.
Oh, out and stopped. Was that carbon fibre shin pad just coming up the top of the knees. Made the noise, sounded like a stick, but was in fact the protection.
Saeed, who won the penalty corners on the right-hand cast, on the left as we looked. Sharil And it goes to Sharil once more. This time he goes low. Well picked up by Abu Bakr, who was the #1 runner, and Pakistan clear their lines.
Abu Bakr out so quickly, stick down. He reads that brilliantly. He steps across the line of it, as if understanding where the flick's going to go.
Mio. Lovely defending in front of the player by Kadir. And he gets the free hit.
As you watch that replay, the running from Abu Bakr was brilliant. He changed his line by a metre, and as you look at it, it looked like he read where the flick was going to go. It's one of two things. He's either read where the flick's going to go, or he's bailing out left faster than you can imagine.
Umar Buta, dispossessed by Mion. No, Umar Buta still going. Buta spins, look for the support. Here it is to Faisal Kadir. Kadir, space on that right-hand side, fires into the circle. Harry has to be quick and makes a fine stop because Abu Bakr was unmarked behind him.
Well, the slap in had a little bit of lift to it. It's a defensive touch, but an odds touch down into the turf. In the end,
It was Zubair and Rizwan actually who was unmarked behind the keeper. Saeed now finds himself on the right-hand side of defence. Hadid. And unable to keep it alive as Zubair.
well, Hadid was just... It's the sort of pass the ball's coming to you and you've already decided what you're going to do with it, because he shouldn't have played it down the line. Pakistani defender set with a reverse stick reach already outstretched.
Trying to squeeze it through is Shafiq. A chance maybe here for Pakistan. Oh, and someone's going to be in trouble here, Joel. Joel picks up a green card. His second green card of the tournament, and Malaysia now have 7 green cards and 5 yellows. Discipline has not been great.
Now, the problem with that is if you wind all of that out, so 5 yellows is 25 and 7 greens 14, so over half a game they've played a man down in this competition, which physically is grueling for the other 10 men.
And it comes off the foot of Shukri as Kadir plays it in, and it is a penalty corner for Pakistan.
Oh, Sukri trying to close it down as it's driven in down that right-hand side. Oh, it's just a toe to boot it. I think the first foot was outside, but then the ball falling unkindly for Malaysia and the toe off the baseline.
Good spot by Jakub Meslik. Now, Alem Bilal, number 13, is on the field. To his right is Mohamed Irfan, number 8, with Alem Bilal, number 13, the main threat. Umar Buta just taking his time. Jakub Meslik trying to hurry him along. Buta, little shift to the right by the Castles, goes to Alem Bilal. Bilal picks up, good #1 running, and the number 2 runner clears it upfield. And Faisal spins away, a space on that left-hand side, which he sees and finds into the circle. They could work this quickly here, then get the ball across. Shakil comes across for an absolutely crucial tackle. There needed to be 1-touch or 2-touch hockey from Malaysia, but just an extra touch in the circle allowed Shafiq time.
Well, the injection was good, but the second defensive runner goes through #1 here. That stop, I'm not sure he's even looking at it as it falls onto the end of his stick. Then the clearance. Pakistan were going for the right-hand side tip-in, but the ball across needed to be quicker. That's the outcome of the counter-attack at the other end.
5 minutes remain in this first quarter. Shakil out to this left-hand side. Irfan Jr. picks up, has a look up. Shakil continues his run. Shukri gets half a stick on it. Tassawar Abbas all the way back. Ali. Kadir fires it in, and it's 16.
Well worked play from Pakistan to get the ball out, and then a hard hit in, trying to turn that with a deflection behind the body.
Irfan applying the high press. Shukri weighing up his options. That's probably exactly where they wanted him to go. That is a poor ball by Malaysia. Here is Ali Shan. Ali Shan shields with the stick, and Malaysia get away with that. That was a poor decision under pressure by the captain.
Was indeed in the first phase. Nabil, as the ball came out to him, he tried to play it first time and then missed it. Ali Shan, that is the stick obstruction. The ball's going left to right, and the stick is leading in front of the ball.
Shukri with a much better decision that time. Mahan drops it out to Shukri, who's going for a rest. Oh, that's well read by Ali. And he plays it forward to Umar Bhuta. Shakil's coming at pace down the middle of the park. But the ball is out of play for a Pakistan sideline ball. Bhuta. Across it comes and off the defender into the leg. Penalty corner to Pakistan. Well,
cheap corner to give away. The hit across was relatively flat. That's a fairly easy ball to pick up. Disappointment across the Malaysian defence, simply because Nabil needed to take that. Could have taken it easily.
So, the Malaysians set up. Now, Alain Bilal is joined by Ali Mubashar, who has one penalty corner to his name in this competition. Alain Bilal has 3. Alain Bilal has 4. Absolutely rifled into the roof of the net. And Pakistan, from 1 down at the start of this quarter, are 2 and up with just over 3 minutes to play. Alain Bilal with his 4th of the tournament.
He absolutely rips it. Harry Ram doesn't get anywhere near it. He's offset to his right anyway. That's gone past his right ear before he's even blinked. It's stopped dead, which always helps. Levers, the last minute whip round the feet. You can see the ball move. So much pace, the goalkeeper's reacting as that hits the net.
That was how to take a penalty corner. And Pakistan lead by 2 goals to 1. So now Malaysia have to dig deep and try and turn this one around. Joel being hunted down by Umar Bhuta. Pakistan like this high press. They played it the other night and it was successful for them. Good work by Sharil, who wins the free hit. Sharil is spaced on this right. That's closed down because of the extra touch. Malaysia with plenty of possession, as you can see, but Pakistan doing more with it. That is a brave leave by Shakil.
Isn't it just? This gets fired across. Shakil but lets that go. There's a man on the far post. I'm not sure whether that's great awareness or an absolutely lucky. Shafiq should have been a bit of a body position.
Here is Ali. Fan Senior. Umar Bhuta. Shakil, first time up that right-hand line. Finds Arshad. Arshad's ball forward to Abu Bakr. Abu Bakr trying to turn Saeed. Saeed, though, gets his stick in and wins possession back. Here is Shafiq. Oh, and Ali Shan does well to dispossess Ayman. Here is Ali Shan. Umar Bhuta to his right. Joel makes amends for his teammate's error a little earlier on. Here's Shafiq. Shafiq up against Ali Shan. Ali Shan gets the stick in. And Rizwan wins the free hit. Arshad.
For either team, if they can just understand where the turnovers came from when they played in the pool, it was because they consistently just tried to out-dribble each other up and down the same channels. Team won a ball back, they went forwards, team came back again, and there was no lateral play.
But Malaysia had 49 turnovers the other night. They've already got 14, so they're on their way to beating that, in fact.
They are, and it's because, I mean, even in those last moments, what was that, 3 turnovers in a row from Malaysia, because they've played down the same channel. They need to try and work transfer play using small triangles, get it away from contact, come across 10 metres of space, and then play down an alternative channel.
Pakistan actually have nearly half as many turnovers as they had in the entire match already. They have 10 and 28 in that game 24 hours ago. Final few seconds for the first quarter, and certainly starting a far more lively affair than 48 hours ago.
Agree completely. For me, there might be the same turnover, but this is being played at a much faster pace.
Oh, and they could be in here. Are they going to run out of time? No, shot comes in. It's 3-1. Abu Bakr, right at the death of the first quarter, makes it Pakistan 3, Malaysia 1. And for Malaysia's great start, they've stung Pakistan into a response. Terrible error from Malaysia, but credit Abu Bakr.
Look at this touch, great touch, bad defending, and he peels in. Goalkeeper's not great either. Harry leaves it too late. He needs to be down a lot earlier. Needs the leg guards on the forwards, a massive gap. Well, a hint as you come through here of backstick maybe, but lead, it stays dead flat. Goalkeeper needs to be more aggressive, but the defensive mistake in the middle of the pitch was what caused the space. Great finish.
Well, what an end to the first quarter. Okay, Seville plays it back to Mio, and that is the end of a first quarter that has had 4 goals in it. Malaysia went 1-0 up when Faisal Sari opened the scoring after 2 minutes, but Pakistan have been excellent at the final 13 minutes of that quarter. Goals, 3 of them, and they are in control of semi-final number 1. Well, it was Irfan Jr. and then Bilal and Abu Bakr Mahmood who have turned this one around, and here are the highlights, and there's plenty to talk about, Simon. That is a beautiful touch from Tengku and a fine finish for Malaysia.
Was indeed. Faisal Sari going full length to finish it after Tengku had given him so much space, but then Pakistan came right back into it. A ball that we thought had fallen away for Pakistan was finally turned in by Irfan Jr. across Harry's left foot, and then a corner. Who else but Bilal ripping it round his body to fire it up past Harry's right hand, and then a horrible defensive mistake leaves the space. Abu Bakr reverse crashes it underneath the advancing Harry to give that scoreline.
Here are the stats, and you can see Malaysia have dominated possession, but Pakistan, wow. Fantastic performance by Pakistan in that first quarter. 3 circle entries, 4 shots, 3 goals. You'll take that any day as a coach.
Wouldn't you just? What a brilliant set of statistics for them, but Malaysia just need to tighten up. You did talk about that turnover rate getting higher and higher as the course of the quarter went on, and indeed it's because they haven't kept hold of the ball as well as they would like that they have been punished on so many occasions so far.
15 turnovers, 5 missed traps. This is something that they need to remedy, and remedy fast. Otherwise Pakistan could be out of sight by half-time. Malaysia then get this second quarter underway. They are trailing Pakistan by 3 goals to 1. It has been an explosive first quarter, but one that Malaysia will want to forget.
Pakistan coach Hassan Sadar, knowing that Rizwan Senior, his playmaker, exceptional captain, is out, didn't want to have to bring him into this game, and that will therefore will be exactly the first quarter that he wanted, so that he doesn't have to have that as a concern at this moment. Well, what a touch.
That is a touch. That is a great touch from Nabil. Nothing really that Irfan Senior can do. He's just been caught in the unlucky position.
It's fired across, it takes a touch into space, but that is a touch. Absolutely undoes Mohamed Irfan Senior completely.
So third penalty corner for Malaysia.
Will they change it? Because the first two have both been charged down.
Well, the answer is they will. They have Faisal to the left and Saeed to the right. Winding up to sprint out is Ajaz Ahmed, number 23. Here he comes, Faisal. Dangerous ball into Ahmed's.
Well, that's hit the knee pad, but he's absolutely clattered it. If he wasn't wearing those knee pads, I hate to think what would have happened. It's hurt anyway. So 3 from 3 in terms of being charged down. Great defensive running.
Irfan Senior. Ali. Irfan Senior, Tenku hunting. Irfan Senior does well. She kills first touch. It's got a top edge in midfield. And it's Ali Shan who has possession. Mohamed Atiq.
Well, that ball bobbling around in midfield, for anybody who's watching wondering the difference, that's a deflected ball. If it goes high from a deflection, the 5-yard rule doesn't exist, 5-meter rule doesn't exist as it does for an aerial.
Ball forward, and that is a full-line dive from Irfan Senior. Timeout. And that's Mohamed Atiq who's going to get a green card. Not being 5. His first card of the competition. And the 2 minutes will start as soon as he sits down.
Two umpires communicating well to control the pitch. The player to run away from Jakub Meslik towards Bruce Bale. He handed over responsibility for the card.
Just kept in by Malaysia. Ali Shan drops it out. Here's Umar Buta. Buta got some beautiful skill. Not from there though, I'm afraid, Umar. He's got to come back 10. Taswar Abbas throws the aerial ball, looking for Ali Shan. Faiz Jali's left it. Shukri needs to be short because Irfan Jr. is lurking behind. Faiz Jali comes in field. Saeed under a bit of pressure. Nice bit of skill from Saeed to turn out of that pocket of 3 Pakistan players pressing and switch it to the left-hand side. Here is Tenku. Tenku. And the free hit goes Pakistan's way.
Pakistan choosing to take that free hit all the way back. I'm pretty certain they can roll it up to 16 because it was back behind the dotted line.
Irfan Senior's aerial ball wasn't his best. Now, Shukri plays it forward. Malaysia trail by 3 goals to 1. Miol spins, finds Tenku. Tenku's first touch is a delightful one. Malaysia are in down the baseline, and it's a 16.
Well, this first time ball really nicely done. It opens the space up and then trying to get his feet round, unable to keep the ball in play. Really difficult. You're trying to get your feet so quickly around so you can deliver the open stick pass.
Ali Shan. Dropped up by Arshad. Mushra Ali. Irfan Senior. Shafiq. Umar Buta with a lovely run, and he's found by Shafiq. Umar Buta picks up the free hit. Plays it down the right-hand channel. Kadir. Oh, nicely worked. Now, can they get the shot away? Good closing down, but a penalty corner given away as Ajaz Ahmed pulls the trigger. Malaysia could be in a spot of bother here if they concede.
Very much so. The lovely turn, creating space. Take it to the back of the stance. Makes it much harder for a defender to get close enough. Rolling away with the body weight, gets the front edge of the stick towards goal to create the shot, and the foot uncontested.
Jakob Meslik just asking Umar Buta to be a little quicker. So, penalty corner to Pakistan, their third. Alim Bilal is still there. Here is Alim Bilal. Oh my word, it's another rocket from the stick of Alim Bilal, and Pakistan are in total control now of this semi-final. It's another absolute rocket from the Pakistan number 13.
It's a low dragging position from Umar Buta to create the speed to the top of the circle. It's almost like Harry's not seeing it in the goal. It's a dead stop, but look at the whip. Every bit of leverage. Harry's still offset, but he just goes to his left. Look at the little jump, takes his body away. Next time he just needs to be more aggressive to his right-hand side. If he steps right, I'll hit him in the face.
Well, either that or he'll go left. But Pakistan 4, Malaysia 1. Well, Roland Notmans, I think, might have a few things to say at half-time. It's been sieve-like at times at the back for Malaysia.
Hasn't it just that the lines are wrong, they're loose in the tackle, they're making turnover passes, they come out of their own 23-metre zone. Any number of things. The problem for him as a coach now is there's so many issues. How do you address, or how do you prioritise what to address?
And given their start as well, and they're 1-0 up inside 2 minutes.
Well, the thing is now, if we recognise that one of Malaysia's key strengths is their ability to counter-attack, it's the speed that they have. Pakistan now can really hold and congest the space and deny Malaysia.
Shot of chance here, good save by Butt, still alive, back across, and Kadir's there. It's penalty corner for Malaysia. Pakistan thinking about the referral, but they're 4-1, probably just going to take the decision.
It was Bilal, wasn't it, just in front? He said that's his foot. Now, it's interesting because he was absolutely nailed on that it was his stick, not his foot, right before that it was even blown.
Bilal needs to shift it. There's only 7 seconds. He's not going to have time. They're going to lose him. They're going to lose him. Oh, he's done well. He's done well.
Oh, he's done
very
well.
He has done very well. Now, Malaysia go to the right-hand castle. Saeed picks up, drags. Good stop on the line. Follow up, no. Cleared. What a stop on the line by Bilal.
The man who gave it away, or supposedly gave it away, this is an absolute middle of the bat. He's picked that. He's had to shuffle his feet together because it's come straight at him. Really strong pick. And then good second phase clearance awareness from the other team members in the defence.
Fired in. Oh, that's dangerous.
However, there was a definite channel. Here we see the corner as it comes out, as it's run down. It's a real good flick across. Comes in, but on the post. We don't just don't see it through the goalkeeper, but what a stop on the line. Really well done. Getting his stick across his knees.
And it was Arshad, number 5, who had the secondary clearance. It was deflected up off the stick of Abbas. Here he is again. Tasser Abbas drops it out to Arshad. Arshad to Kadir. Kadir flips it forward to Atik. Atik can't quite keep it in.
Compared to 48 hours ago, Charlie, Pakistan, it feels like they found a completely new gear. They've got a whole degree more urgency and energy on turnover.
Shukri to Nabil. Oh dear, that's another poor ball out of defence. This time Saeed, the culprit. Turnover number 20. Ball forward, and it's picked up nicely by Rizwan. Rizwan rolling it back into Abu Bakr. Abu Bakr trying to make some space. He's made it now. Can he find the cross? Is that a little high? No, penalty corner. That is not what Malaysia wanted. Good play by Abu Bakr.
Well, Abu Bakr, when he received that, ducked over his right shoulder to move the defence and then rolled left. By this point, he's already rolled left and in. That's just taken the trailing foot in the circle of Fayaz Jali as it comes across.
The bad news for Malaysia is that M. Bilal is still on the park.
Still there. Now, Charlie, I suggested the goalkeeper should offset even slightly further, but obviously capable, Bilal, of going the other way. It's not his favourite side.
So Bilal to the left, Abu Bakr to the right, Bilal, and it's broken down. Bilal on the reverse stick, gets it goal bound. Good save by Harry. Still there for Bilal, who has some space on the reverse stick. And that was not his finest, but Malaysia can breathe a sigh of relief.
It's the missed trap that doesn't give him an opportunity. He tries to keep him play, does reasonably well. Goalkeeper has to come out. Suggestion of all sorts of stick obstructions. Then this, unfortunately, that's not a bad ball in to create the danger. No danger to a player. Lots of people swinging and missing.
Shaquille, oh, he's under pressure here, Shaquille. That's not a nice ball, but his pace and his skill gets him out of trouble. Takes out 4 Malaysian players and sets Pakistan off down that right-hand side. Umar Buta still going. And the cross is cut out on the goal line. Shukri. Pakistan had almost the same number of turnovers. Oh, Tenku, beautiful. Tenku! Good save.
Very good save from Imran Butt in the end. Tenku's touch, the overhead, this touch there takes it infield. Now he's got his eyes up, he's dived at it, anticipating the goalkeeper going lower. Imran Butt stays big, and the right hand touches it over the crossbar.
Malaysia have had their chances, but they need to start taking them. Just over 4.5 minutes remain in the first half. Just the one addition to the scoreline from quarter time. Another Alain Bilal penalty corner. Pakistan 4, Malaysia 1. Tasawar Abbas. Mohamed Atik. Abbas fires it in. And sliding in was Rizwan.
Rizwan Jr.'s movement really good. A cracked ball in. He's trying to get around the defender. Credit to the defensive line as he stepped forward into that, making a really long way round for the forward Rizwan Jr. to go to get onto that ball into the circle.
Umar Buta can't win possession as Azri tries to path his way through. Azri. Indeed. A little shove in the back on Sorry.
Well, an important blow. When you get into these congested areas, both teams need to know where the free hit has been taken from so you can get the requisite distance.
Free hit. As Marhan misses the ball and hits the stick.
Pakistan a very, very wide, flat pair of fullbacks. Many angles to come out. Shaquille Butt's gone into midfield to offer another opportunity. That's better, a little bit more conventional.
And Bilal with the missed trap. Faisal whips it across, and Arshad gets it away. Long corner off Bilal's stick.
This ball's just fired in, takes a touch. Pakistan having to clear it out.
Shakil does brilliantly well to bring it out of harm's way. Chops it out. Kadir. Azar Kadir showing his close stick skill. Oh, he's got himself out and he went back in. And then gives the free hit away. Yeah, nice little ball, but just too much in front, and then Bilal could get it clear. Straight onto the foot of Aidid from the Shakil clearance. Arshad dispossessed by Meal. 1:40 remaining in the first half.
And Malaysia really struggling to win decent ball back from Pakistan. They're making good choices, Pakistan. When they go forward and when they don't, when they recycle, they're happy to go left, even though they prefer attacking down the right. It's got to be a Pakistan ball, it is.
Nice skill from Irfan Jr. across and onto the foot, but Harry falling backwards as he plays that. Another penalty corner.
Oh, Marhan in the end, it's his body that it hits. It falls kindly for Pakistan. It's a chop. Goalkeeper has to go for it because there is absolutely no cover in front of Ajaz Ahmed. Pakistani forward in front of Harry's goal. Harry plays it left-footed, but you're right, he's off balance, and Marhan gets a ball to the body.
So both sides have had 5 shots. Both sides have had 5 on target. Pakistan has scored 4, Malaysia just the 1. Alain Bilal still there. Next to him, Ali Mubashar. 1:08 remaining in the first half. Alain Bilal for a...
Well, this isn't going to help. The Malaysian defence have broken early, so a man's going to get sent to the halfway line. So against the most fearsome flicker in the competition, consistency-wise and power-wise, in my opinion, Malaysia now have 1 less man to defend or block out a particular part of the goal.
It's Marhan who makes the jog. That's the problem. That's the pressure that Pakistan have applied on Malaysia from penalty corners. So there you can see 13 and 3. Bilal and Ali. It goes to Bilal. And Bilal, that's a good save by Harry down to his left-hand side. The trap wasn't perfect. It did move off the top of the circle.
Yeah, it wasn't a clean stop, and Bilal has to adjust going through there. It is a good save. Goal, he's backwards a little bit. Doesn't matter though, you get enough on it. Bottom of the shoe.
Aerial ball finds get it. Marbuta being spoken to by Jakub Meslik. Mio, Shukri. Final seconds of this first half. A first half that Pakistan have dominated. There is the half-time hooter, and Pakistan go into the break leading by 3 goals. It started so well for Malaysia with Faisal opening the scoring within 2 minutes, but Pakistan came back with real strength. A field goals for Irfan Jr. and Abu Bakr, 2 penalty corners from Bilal, and Pakistan in total control of semi-final number 1 at half-time. Pakistan 4, Malaysia 1. Welcome back to Muscat. We're at half-time. Pakistan in total control of semi-final number 1 against Malaysia, but Malaysia had the best start, scoring with inside 2 minutes. Faisal Sari, but Mohamed Irfan 4 minutes later drew Pakistan level, and well, either side of 2 rockets from Alam Bilal, Abu Bakr scored as well. But here is the start, Simon, and it couldn't have got much better for Malaysia.
What a start it was. It was a delightful touch in midfield from Tenku to set up Faisal Sari. He did everything he could. The goalkeeper caught out by the ball between his legs. Pakistan then recycling second phase play that falls kindly for Mohamed Irfan Senior in front of the goal. Just takes a little touch, changes the angle slightly. Harry in the Malaysian goal, nothing he could do. And then Bilal doing what he does so well, ripping it off a long, technically perfect drag flick across the goalkeeper. Away up to the right-hand side. He just about gets his hands up as it hits the netting behind him. And then Pakistan open play with a beautiful move underneath the goalkeeper to set up the third. The reverse chopped underneath with a hint of a backstick.
This was 2 seconds from quarter time for 3-1, and this was 4-1, Simon.
Well, it's a carbon copy, isn't it? Out, stopped dead, and dragged across around the body. It gives all the levers, everything right. You can see the rotation, the upper body. Malaysia had an opportunity themselves. Corner stopped brilliantly by the Pakistan goal scorer Bilal. Stopped on the line, knees together and picking it.
Tenku here with a chance to get one back, but Butt stayed big. Got the right hand to it, and you can see the disappointment on his face. Good save from Imran Butt. Happy to see that one go over the bar. And here are the half-time stats. And really, 6 circle entries, 6 shots, 4 goals from Pakistan. Well, any coach will take those stats. Same number of sort of penalty corners, but Pakistan have had 2. More possession in opponents' half for Malaysia, and they've had more possession as well. 23 turnovers, though, for Malaysia, and they've really got to try and iron those out. Right, let's get some reaction from the camp, starting with Pakistan.
Hassan, you keep telling me that it's all attacking hockey from Pakistan. That's the only way you play. Well, tonight you've proved it.
Yeah, we are strong in that area, so we are trying to do it in this tournament, and we are succeeded at last in this particular match. And we are taking penalty corners also, achieving that, and we are scoring also. That's a good sign also.
Second half, how do you control Malaysia and stop any comeback?
I think we'll play with the same style, and we'll keep our defense organized, and we'll play organized hockey now. Thank you.
Well, we'll see if that is the case. But Simon, Malaysia have had their chances.
They did. I mean, it's a confidence thing as well. If you're on top of your game, you're wanting every single ball. This one crashed in. There's space on the far post, look, but it's just the wrong body shape. It's not a player who's committed and confident. Penalty corners, just not quite firing. Players getting down the line and then saved on the line. They're getting the shots away.
That was the first penalty corner actually that had beaten the number 1 or number 2 runner.
Correct. Everything else have been charged down, so there's just not enough space. And then this beautiful touch in field from Tenku, but good goalkeeping.
Okay, so these are the misses. Let's hear from Roland Altmans now, who's with Dan Strange.
Lots of hockey left in this one. How do your team chip away at this Pakistan lead?
Yeah, well, I think it's an exciting game. Quite a number of opportunities on both sides that we said before the game already. So we also create a lot of opportunities, but we forget to score a little bit more than that one. And yeah, the way we concede the quarters is too much, and especially the third goal, of course, just before the quarter. That was wrong, but I think that we still have a chance to fight ourselves back into this game.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
So, now the thoughts from Roland Altmans as Pakistan get this second half underway, leading by 4 goals to 1. So, Malaysia, I feel they have to score the first goal in the second half, Simon, if they don't make any chance of a comeback.
Yeah, they have to score first in the half. They have to score it pretty soon. At the moment, they just need to get that little bit more confidence, some positive movement, changing the ball out of channels. They've got the skills and they've got the pace, but
ball forward, but comes and the ball goes behind.
It's just not falling for them. Tenku getting in the right places, cutting, trying to cut across the goalkeeper. Imran Butt knowing that he can let that one go.
So, Irfan Senior rolls it forward, gets it back from Arshad. Shaquille Butt, forward to Umar Buta. Buta, dispossessed by Faiz Jali. That is a great drag back from Faiz Jali. Now, can that just kickstart Malaysia? Well, it's fallen to Faisal. Faisal Sari, across it goes, and that's going to be a penalty corner off the foot of Arshad.
Peter,
An umpire's referral.
Yes,
can you please check if there was any Malaysian touch in the circle?
perfect. We will check for a Malaysian touch.
And it's my referral.
Perfect.
Okay, well, from this angle, it was a foot, wasn't it? It certainly looked like a foot.
It
from
was
Arshad.
foot. No, I was just seeing if there's a Malaysian touch in the circle. Whether the first ball as it's dragged across, if it had been in the circle when it was released, that's a goal. I thought, however, Meslick had blown his whistle before the ball crossed the line. So even if there was, I think he's already given a corner. Can you then change that to be a goal if he's already blown a decision? There's nothing in the middle of the circle. It's the foot here, deflects it into the goal. We haven't got audio on the replay. Does this? To me, that's outside. I don't see that can be upgraded to a goal for a number of different reasons.
Well, let's hear.
Hello, Jacob. It was outside the circle, so stay with the penalty corner.
Thanks.
Jakob Meslick just making sure. And it's another penalty corner. A fifth. So Sharil. And Faisal Sari wait. Sharil to the left. Faisal to the right. It goes to Faisal. Faisal leaves it to Sharil. Sharil, but saves. Follow-up shots. And it's 16. Shukri lost his stick. He might have got the first rebound.
Well, it's a really strong defensive. There's an obstruction there for starters. It's fallen away somehow. And then on the back post, it's the wrong body shape in the end. Needed to be on the reverse, gone for it forehand. That's Mahan who's just missed it hideously.
Again, another chance for Roland Altman's side, and another chance that's gone begging. Well, these two meet again on December the 5th, I think it is, at the Hockey World Cup. It's 39 days away, so shooting practice and finishing practice required from Malaysia before then. Well, ball under the arm, Omar Buda at the top of the circle, gives away the free hit as Muir tries to make tracks in. Mahan leaves it out to this left-hand side. Sharil twists one way, then the other, fires it in. Still going, great work from Irfan Senior. Shot comes in, what a save that is! That is a brilliant save by Imran Butt. He saw it late and plunged away to his left-hand side and gloved it clear away and down the other end. Pakistan might be in for a fifth here. Across the face of goal, and Irfan Jr. can't make it. Oh, Ahmad, I think he's caught in two minds.
Isn't he just? He's absolutely clear. It's the worst ball across. Here we see the Malaysian opportunity. It's the back foot squeeze shot stepped away. That's a brilliant bit of goalkeeping. As you say, Charlie sees it late.
What a start to this second half. With no goals, unlike the first. Well, breathless, Simon.
Indeed. Look at the screen, seeing what's coming next, working out the replays, but just absolutely end-to-end, real pace and counter-attacking space.
Now, here is Mohamed Atik. Drops it out. Around they come.
Well, that's smart play from Pakistan, knowing Atiq in the very first instance, knowing he can't go anywhere in that top left-hand corner.
Arshad forward to Ahmed. Advantage being played, Sharil trying to come through. Irfan Jr. and Irfan Senior, sorry, who's having a good game at the back, isn't he, the Pakistan number 8?
Solid, that pick in particular, beautifully done down his left foot on the reverse. Just to take the ball out of danger.
Oh, Bilal with a terrible aerial ball. Sharil into the circle and trying to battle and losing out. In the end is Shafiq.
Well, 2 or 3 bites of the cherry there for Malaysia. Ball falling kindly, had to go across, but it's just that little lift of ball to get over the top of Bilal's defensive line.
Spinning is Ayman. Ayman still has possession. Around the back come Malaysia. Faiz Jali, Shukri. Azri on this left-hand side if he wants. Shukri caught in 2 minds and then he's going to end up playing the ball he should have played 5 seconds previously.
Better whip from Malaysia, getting across in a single ball transfer.
And then the ball forward just ushered behind well by Oman Butt.
Now, Mohammed Irfan Senior has managed his defensive role so well over the course of this tournament. He isn't the quickest man in international hockey, but he just gets himself in the right place so well.
Lovely turn and a chance here perhaps for Pakistan as it's played in. And Rizwan Jr. can't quite get there. Shakil trying to go around the outside very successfully to Faiz Jali. Oh, he's just lost it, and a little fortunate of him, doesn't get his foot. So, well, I thought it might have hit his foot. Thought it might have hit his foot.
It hinted it in real time, didn't it?
Guys, can I have some space, please? I understand the question. Go away. Peter, can you hear me?
Hi, Bruce. Are we looking for a foot?
Yeah, looking for a foot in the circle. Thank you. Peter, I've seen the foot. I didn't believe anyone was close, so if you can take that into consideration as well, please.
Okay, now that's an interesting bit of information we can hear in our headset, is that Bruce Bell says he's seen the foot, but doesn't perceive any advantage was gained.
Should he have told Pakistan that then before they referred?
I believe he should have done. Absolutely, 100%. I get that. I understand why they've gone to referral, but I think he should have said to Pakistan, look, I've seen it already, but it didn't affect anything. So the fear now is, does Peter Wright say, okay, I agree with you, there's not even a Pakistan player in the frame, so there is no advantage or disadvantage, I'm not going to give the corner. But should Pakistan have been made aware of that and therefore not lose their referral, which they will do if the penalty corner's not given?
Here we go.
Hi, Bruce. I have a decision for you. A penalty corner, and Pakistan keep their referral.
Thanks very much.
So, penalty corner for Pakistan. And Harry needs to be lively here because Alain Bilal is on the park. To his right is Arshad. So from behind the goal. Mohamed Atiq injects, goes to Alain Bilal. Bilal picks up. What a pick! What a pick! I know he knows it's going there because he's had so much success, Bilal, but this is a hell of a pick, Simon.
He's literally hung his stick out there. He's offset left. I mean, there's not even any defensive cover. I know he's got a postman. That is brave. Absolutely. I have no idea what the Malaysian defensive lineup was on that corner. Out to the top. The defenders have literally run out of shot. They're covering all the options. 1, 2, 3, 4. The goalkeeper has plucked that. There's no linemen or anything. He's got the whole goal to cover, and he picks it.
That's a phenomenal stop from the keeper. So Malaysia with the sideline ball, which they need to retake. And it's another sideline ball because Irfan Jr. got a stick on the original one. Faiz Jali can't bring it under control on the reverse stick. Shukri, Saeed to his left. Shukri brings it forward. Shukri, Saeed. Saeed. Well, poor ball looking for Firhan. Shakil. Irfan Senior. And a big blow of the whistle. And Jacob Meslik just warning Malaysia that they might be seeing another card. Faiz Jali.
That's better from Malaysia, taking the ball away from the congested channel.
Well taken by Tengku. Tengku, can he make something happen here? Oh, Irfan Senior, another excellent jab tackle. He's been a rock in there tonight. And then he shows some silky skills to get out the cul-de-sac he was in. Back stick, oh, almost a beautiful pass from Ahmed.
Oh, right smile, Bruce Bay. It was the right pass. As they go quickly, just there, that is back stick. Bruce has absolutely nailed that one. Seen it very well. Going back to the jab tackle, Charlie, just moments before, Mohamed Irfan Senior, absolutely exceptional. Reads it, sees it, end of the stick, jabs it away.
Tengku pings it across, and everyone's happy to lead that. And it's a 16. Can't bring that down. 16. Here it is again, Simon.
Well, it's the attempt to reverse, but there's nothing wrong with the attempt, but there's not enough wrist rotation to flatten the stick out. Ismail's absolutely seen it.
Tengku, lovely pass. Chance here for Malaysia. What a covering tackle that is by Faisal Qadir.
Fabulous, absolutely fabulous. He knows he's got to get there, but he doesn't overcommit. He leaves the angle open and just puts his stick into the contest. Pakistan a little fortunate because Malaysia had support also clear on the far post.
Malaysia probing.
They're dominating pretty much all the lines of the statistics except for that scoreline. Given the numbers of everything else, you'd expect it to be the other way around.
Bilal's there to clear. Well, they both had 7 shots on target. All of Pakistan's shots have been on target. 4 of them have gone in. Of those 7 on target, 6 have been penalty corners. So from open play, there haven't been too many shots. Joel. Mohan can't pick it up, but it is kept in by Malaysia. Across it comes. Imran Butt, brilliant. Tengku does well. Tengku off the back, and Tengku scores, and Malaysia back in it. Well, Pakistan had opportunities to clear, they couldn't take them, and Tengku pops up and finds the backboard to make it Pakistan 4, Malaysia 2.
Well, it's the work rate, the second phase. Bilal goes down in front in the end. In a moment, Shakil Butt it is actually, and getting out of the way, just unsights his goalkeeper. Didn't get his balance correct, and then Tenku rolls out behind him. Look at that jump, lovely little skip to create the space for himself to get his weight in the right place. Through the goalkeeper's legs, he can't get those green pads together quick enough.
Well, Tenku does really well. We've got 18 minutes to play. Pakistan 4, Malaysia 2. And, well, from a Malaysian perspective, that's exactly what they need to happen. Ideally, they would like another in the next 7 minutes or 10 minutes.
Will that cause any kind of wobbles in the Pakistani defence? Will it give Malaysia a bit more belief?
Ali Shan to Shakil, to Irfan Jr. Oh, it's fallen nicely to Shakil, but one-handed across looking for Ali Shan. Oh my dear, what a pass that was. Didn't quite come off for them.
Oh, Ali Shan keeps going. Great advantage from the umpires across from Shakil, but Ali Shan just needed to go for it. Absolutely, he's backed off. You see, at the start of that shot, he hasn't gone for that. He's assumed his teammate will go on the backhand shot. You just go, put your nose to the turf and slide for it.
Free hand. Hadid. Saeed. Hazri into the circle. Hazri on the reverse stick. And Bilal puts it behind for the long corner. Malaysia just starting to ask a few questions here. Hazri will take. Hazri. Finds Jali, nice little pass. And they get it into the circle, twisting and turning. Is Ayman. Shakil is down, that hurts. Let's have another look.
Yeah, something on a knee somewhere. That's there, just caught him as the stick comes through. He's just caught a whack, I think, on the inside of the knee.
Wanted the doctor pretty quickly. Malaysia need to wait for the whistle. Oh, this needs to move 5 before it can go in. Oh, that's beautiful skill. Into the circle. Pull back. It's missed it. They've got it. Malaysia are back in front. Or back to within 1 goal, sorry. Well, if you were Pakistan, would you refer that for 5 metres before that goes in? But Nick Ayman has scored the goal.
This is beautiful skill. Dink, dink across. The free hit was a little way away. He thought he'd missed it. It's the man who set it up. He created it in the first instance. It falls kindly because that, I swear I thought Malaysia had missed the opportunity. It was an awful first touch from Sharil on the back post, but then Nick Ayman, following up on his own delightful skills, pulls them back to within 1.
Oh my word. Roland Altman's with delight. Simon, I said they would like to score within the next 10 minutes, but it's taken them only 90 seconds.
Oh, that's a delightful personal goal for Nick Ayman. He started that. He moved the free hit only about 2 metres.
And they're on the break here. Oh, Malaysia. Malaysia, what an end to this third quarter this might be. Tenku just misses out. And Pakistan now have a go. Mohamed Atiq plays it forward. There's no defence versus no defence at the moment. Quickly taken. Up this right-hand side. Faisal Qadir to Umar Buta. Umar Buta has Ali in support if he wants. Free hit.
All of a sudden, it feels like it's turned into this classic end-to-end encounter that we sometimes see when the teams lose a little bit of shape. And for me, it's all about which team loses it the most and takes advantage of this space left by the opponent on turnover.
Malaysia, you feel, just need to get to three-quarter time at 4-3. Try and just keep Pakistan at bay here. Twisting and turning. Cross comes in from Ahmad, but it's a 16.
Ayaz Ahmed just twisting and turning, just fakes the first and then just completely miscues with the second hit across.
Shukri. Still going Shukri, trying to win the foot, and that's not the ball to play. Pakistan are going to run out of time here. And that is the end of the third quarter. What a third quarter we have had. Pakistan with a 4-1 lead with, 4 or 5 minutes to go, but they go into the three-quarter time break leading by only 1. Malaysia with 2 quick goals means that with 15 to go, it's Pakistan 4, Malaysia 3. Well, Simon, it's game on here now, isn't it?
Well, it's just opened up brilliantly. Malaysia managing with a Tengku shot between the legs of Imran Butt to get back within 2. Created some momentum for themselves. This is a great bit of finishing. Absolutely, relatively clean strike actually, but gets enough on it. And then this was just beautiful up. Bounces twice. I thought it had been missed, but then Nick Iman following it up, touches it into the bottom corner. Malaysia, look at that, all of a sudden just pokes it in for 4-3.
Wow, Malaysia finally get some goals, and well, they're dominating the stats apart from the top one, but it's a lot closer than it was 15 minutes ago. What a final 15 minutes we've got here. Well, we hoped this would deliver. The game 48 hours ago was a little damp, but this one is boiling nicely as we come to the final quarter. Roland Altman's team with a brilliant third quarter, brilliant finish to the third quarter, to mean that Hassan Sardar's team just a little nervous going into the final 15. It's set up nicely here in Muscat. Remember, Pakistan have been to every final of the Asian Champions Trophy. Malaysia have never been there. They've always finished third. Can they finally get into a final? Well, they've got 15 minutes in which to score at least 2 goals and concede none, with Pakistan in possession at the start of this final quarter. Remember, if we are level at the end of quarter 4, there's no extra time. We go straight to a shootout. Pakistan will be hoping that doesn't happen. Malaysia will take that, I think, given they were 4-1 down. Umar Buta gets it back from Ali Shan. Off the foot of Marhan.
Well, how will Pakistan manage this game? For those who've seen a recent amount of international hockey, they want to attack with freedom and space to attack into, but if they're looking to manage this game, the more they attack, the more they leave spaces and play into Malaysia's hands, wanting to go fast and direct through the channels. For me, if I was their coach, I'd sit them back a little bit deeper. I wouldn't expose those channels.
It's getting a little bitty here. The umpires might have their work cut out. Ball forward, beautiful pick up and turn. They could be in here. Here's Tengku. Tengku across. It's going to be good from Shakil. And somehow Shakil has kept it out. Sharil on the back post, and Shakil gets it away. Azri. Mio fires it in, bounces up off the turf into the back of Arshad.
Well, it falls kindly for Malaysia, one-handed, and then Tengku just reaches into it. Somehow Shakil manages to not get that wrong. He's had to get his long legs around it, somehow misses the pullback first phase, gets it second phase, and then just bobbles it away past the far post.
So here is Shakil. Umar Buta in possession. comes. Faiz Jali. Stick on the ball. Here is Sharil. Hazri. Nice ball. Faiz Jali. Hadid wins the sideline ball and then throws the aerial. Oh, it's been missed by Irfan Senior. Not missed by Ali Mubashar. Faiz Jali. Shukri. Azri. Ayman. Nice little touch, but nobody in white is there. And Malaysia have the sideline ball, which Shukri will take. Here is Faisal. Faisal. Off Shakil. Sideline ball. Not off Shakil, just a poor pass from Faisal. Faisal being asked to move 5. 5 now. There a ball followed by Irfan Junior. Faisal. Faiz Jali. Actually, he was going to absolutely smack that. Marhan. Oh, that's a lovely looking ball now. Can Sharil keep it in? No, just too much on it.
Just that delightful weighted pass. The attempt just floated in that gap, just slightly out of reach, but that's the sort of pass that keeps forward momentum.
Now, here is Kadir. Either Kadir on the reverse stick. Oh, it's made its way through on the reverse stick. It's Irfan Junior, and that's a good save by Harry to take it away.
Very good extended reverse left foot, sorry, off the reverse left foot to get the ball away. Really well done by Harry.
Ahmad was unmarked on the far post, so Harry had to be certain. Here it comes. Dangerous ball. Faiz Jali is wearing that one.
Oh, he's got that right on the knee. That's really going to hurt. Just lifted up. Body weight slightly backwards. Face of stick opened up. And look at the contact point there, just above the knee. He might be lucky enough for that to be the fleshy part of the muscle of the thigh, but if that's anywhere near kneecap, that's going to really swell up pretty quickly.
Well, the ice is on. We're asking for the stretcher. So, gives us everyone a little bit of a chance to catch their breath. And just take a think for the final 10 minutes of this one. Pakistan lead by 4 goals to 3. Remember, if it ends in a draw, we will go to a shootout. Pakistan won on a shootout in the semi-final 2 years ago.
For me, what will be interesting will be the change of tactics if Malaysia were to level this up, whether the game would become even more open with both sides kind of heavyweight contest, throwing counter-attack punches at each other, just going at it as hard as they can, or whether either team would get a little more nervous and sit back, try and conserve their position and just rely on single occasional counters.
Now a chance here onto the foot of Shakil. Penalty corner, well worked.
It's a ball taken down, really well taken down, really quickly, and just finds the toes of Shakil, but no surprise there. His stick was up in the air. He was looking probably to try and get out the way of his goalkeeper. There's a sprint back to the bench. I'm not sure they're going to get this. They've got to get back there and set within 15, 14 seconds. Are they going to get a call? Because they'll get punished. They need to get out of this really quickly.
Furhan runs to the baseline. Saeed is there. But everyone's a little late. Just coming to the party now is Ayman. So it goes to Saeed. Saeed, they look for the deflection. And another penalty corner. No video given, and so Pakistan with a counter-attack. Irfan Jr. into the circle. Across it comes from Rizwan Jr. and just about got clear, but Rizwan Jr. showing perhaps a little bit more guts for it. Let's have a look here, Simon.
Well, it's out. It's fired for the tip-in. Really good second phase defence. Brilliant movement in front of his goalkeeper by Tufsik Arshad. Really well done. That's the pick with a hand of the stick. Nothing wrong with that. And then, oh, it's so close to not rotating enough. Doesn't matter though. He got away with it regardless.
Oh, lovely skill from Shakil. Shakil driving to the circle, top of the circle on the reverse stick. And just a bit too tight on Rizwan Jr.
Well, this is delightful. Look at that. Pulls it right to left and then accelerates. Absolutely nothing that can be done by Furhan in front of him.
Here is Saeed. Out to our right-hand side. Sharil rolls it out. Not too much pace on that. Indeed. Shukri. Marhan. Shafiq. Sharil can't keep it in. And then Bilal taking his time, rolls it across to Irfan Senior. Bilal. Arshad. Shafiq. And there's not going to be too much pace here from Pakistan to take these.
No, they'll manage every free hit now. If they can make every free hit they win take an extra 10, 15 seconds, they'll have done absolutely the right thing.
Shan, not quite on the same wavelength as Anwar Bhutta. Shukri, having Baka coming at pace. Indeed, along the line, looking for sideline ball to Malaysia. Tackle illegal. Malaysia free hit. Shukri. Saeed. Saeed driving, finding Azri. Azri trying to go through and wins, or gives away the free hit. Faisal Qadir with a good tackle.
We see the tackle coming in. It was just perceived to be stick obstruction by Yaakob Meslik. For me, the crucial thing for Malaysia now in these last minutes is their discipline. We've talked about it already, the number of cards that they've had. They need 10 outfielders going for this if they're going to get anything out of it.
Here is Tenku. No, he's not, because cutting it out on the reverse stick is Mohamed Atiku. Now finds himself in the defensive line. All hands to the pump with a place in the final at stakes. Pakistan just over 5 minutes away from claiming a 5th consecutive final place. Spin by Mio. And, well, Mio's missed it. Arshad slid in. And it's hit.
Well, I think I would hold. We've heard this accidental. This is not accidental. He's tried to do that. He's put his body on the floor. That, for me, looking at it from here, is a corner, because he's slid into that challenge and it's hit his body. He's chosen to put himself on the floor. Would have been interesting if it had gone upstairs.
Saeed. Ball forward. Two balls on the pitch. Arshad, a lucky boy perhaps. So, two captains, or just one captain?
Essentially, yeah, captain inside, everything but the armband.
Shukri and then Bilal talk to their team, and it comes onto the back stick of Irfan Senior. Penalty corner. They get their penalty corner in the end to Malaysia.
So Bor's a slider in. Look at the deception. Stick onto foot in the middle of the circle. Irfan Senior can't get his body across. The disguise on these slaps, these sliding slaps, makes it so difficult. It's a wide stance from Irfan Senior. He's not dancing on his toes enough.
So, meeting at the top of the circle. Faisal and Sharil. So, who will take this one on? In comes injection, and Pakistan have gone early. Pakistan have gone early. And it was Arshad who just flinched. Watch there, left-hand side goes.
Faisal had his hand up in the air already. He was already going to object. Now,
So,
what have they gone?
Sharil and Faisal have switched castles at the top of the circle. Sharil to the left, Faisal to the right. It's Faisal. Faisal scores! He slipped as he drag flicked it, but he's found the back of the net, and it's 4-all. Malaysia have come back from 4-1 down, and with 4 minutes to play, it's 4-all. What a semi-final this is turning out to be, and the competition's leading goal scorer gets his 26th in the Asian Champions Trophy.
Faisal falls over as he does it, and that's not a good bit of goalkeeping. It's gone too close. Imran Butt needed to go with his feet. He's gone to dive. That's because Faisal's pulled over the top of the ball. Look at the stick roll over the ball in that replay. It means he's not pulled it wide enough. Imran Butt going wide, and it's tucked him up straight down the middle to level the scores.
Wow, what a game this is turning out to be. Pakistan beat Malaysia on Malaysian turf 2 years ago in a shootout after the semi-final finished 1-all. We are 350 away from another shootout in a Pakistan-Malaysia Asian Champions Trophy semi-final. Azri. It's inside to Mio. Mio plays it forward. And surely Malaysia are going to steal it here. Shafiq.
Yeah.
Azri. Can Malaysia now nick this? Azri fires it in. Shakil, there's a penalty corner. Oh my word. Pakistan have just completely... Well, I don't know what quite happened to Pakistan at the moment, but Malaysia have got the bit between their teeth here.
Well, it's a ball in, it's a bobbly, horrible one, and Shakil Butt's just got his body in completely the wrong place.
Wow, what a comeback, what a turnaround this could be. So, Faisal Sari now on the left, Saeed on the right. Pakistan won't want to be losing a man here. In it goes, it's Faisal once more. And Pakistan get the hit, because I tell you what, Ahmad has really run out quickly there.
That's massive.
Huge aerial. Well taken down.
This is the corner, out and stopped. Yeah, it's very high. That's into the number one runner's hands. Superb number one running from Ayaz Ahmed to get that close and take the hit.
Saeed. Ball roll forward and foul on Tenku from Alain Bilal. Shukri to Saeed. Can Sharil make something happen here? No, he can't. Secure with the dummy. And now Irfan Senior. Remember, Pakistan were leading 4-1 at half-time. Malaysia, 2 late goals in the third quarter, made it 4-3. And they popped in the equaliser 4 minutes from time. Now, the final 90 seconds, is there to be a decider, or are we going to a shootout? Both semi-finals 2 years ago were decided in a shootout, as well as the bronze medal match. Malaysia lost the semi-final, but won the bronze medal match on the shootout. Remember, they lost the Asian Games on a shootout. So 2 balls on the pitch. Final minutes. Is there to be one last chance for someone? Shakil winds it up. Good defence from Tenku. Long corner.
So brave from Tenku in these later stages to go flat on the reverse in front of an opponent who's drilling it in hard.
Shakil's going to have another go. Tenku's there again. Tenku tries the jab tackle, gives away the free hit. 35 seconds remaining. Irfan Senior back to Alain Bilal. Out to that left-hand side. Pakistan will be glad they're here. Here's a chance for a Teague! And it's been saved by Harry, but he didn't get much on it.
I'm not sure what that hit Harry's foot. All his weight seemed to be over 1 foot. There was hours on the top of the circle in hockey terms to swing and get a shot away.
Here goes Mumar Bhuta into Shakil. What a great take that is from Tenku again. Tenku will take it to the corner, and we are going to a shootout in the first semi-final. Nothing to split these two. Oh my word, let's have another look at that save.
Top of the D, just a stab kick. He didn't really get much through it. His body weight was a little bit wrong. However, it was straight down the middle. You'd expect him to make the save anyway, but only just got enough on it.
Only just, because he's leaning back. And so we go to a shootout. And I can tell you that certainly from 4 years ago, or 2 years ago, there are 4 Malaysian players in this squad that took a shootout against Pakistan. The only one who's missing, Fitri Sari, but what a game we have had. This first semi-final, Malaysia coming from 3 down at half-time. Final score, Pakistan 4, Malaysia 4. Well, Simon, what a game we have had and witnessed. And let's have a look at the highlights. And this is in the second minute. And it really was, from that moment until the end, full of excitement.
The whole game, absolutely end-to-end. There were some magnificent finishes. Faisal Sari started it all with a beautiful finish. Then it became Pakistan's show. They recycled the ball well to create the second opportunity. Irfan Jr. touching it in from that baseline cross to level up the scoring. And then Pakistan started to dominate, not necessarily in terms of numbers, but they got enough chances for that man, Bilal, to do what he's done so well.
But he was so good, wasn't he, on penalty corners? This was right at the end of the first quarter to make it 3-1. But Pakistan had their short corner routine working really well. And then it just suddenly sort of fell apart a little bit.
Did a little bit, but it was still firing at this point because it came out and he did it again for his second. And this is 4-1. 4-1 before half-time. Pakistan dominating. And then all of a sudden, it changed. In the third quarter, 2 late goals. Tenku whipping it underneath his own body, between the goalkeeper's legs for 3-2. with Shaquille Butt, who's been so good this tournament, dispossessed and down on the floor. Goalkeeper nutmegged. Then 4-3, Nick Iman, beautiful individual 3D skills, and then finishing it as it falls kindly, poking it in off that reverse. Not sure how he got enough contact on it, but coming round from above it on the reverse, and then he slips on the delivery, but still manages to get enough on it to rip it underneath Imran Butt, who's possibly undone by the lack of flick, but 4-4.
Well, last few words from the respective coaches as they prepare for this shootout after the semi-final. Finished 4-all after 60 minutes. So, who is going to be brave enough to stand up? And remember, 8 seconds for the player to run from the 23 and try and beat the opposing keeper. And there's been some research. One of our colleagues, Ashley Morrison, did some research about shootouts, and I think it was around 65-66% of the time the team that came from behind to equalise late on in the game went on to win the shootout. So we'll see if that carries on here. But certainly there'll be some belief amongst the Malaysian players now.
There will be, and the other thing we'll be looking for is whether the player on the ball, the attacker, runs in a straight line at the goalkeeper. The success rate much greater if you offset in the first instance. You want to ideally make the goalkeeper move twice. Send them one way, roll them back, or accelerate the other to get them off with their foot, get their footwork off, get their balance off to create space. I'd also be surprised if we don't see a dominance of players rolling out to the offensive left, the goalkeeper's right, and then spinning around their feet.
So 2 years ago, Faisal Sari and Firhan scored. Faiz Jali, Sharil and Fitri missed. For Pakistan, Irfan Jr. and Mohammed Kadir scored. Rizwan Senior missed. Of those that are here. Now, it's going to be Pakistan that open up proceedings, and it's going to be Arshad. Be Harry in goal. Taufik Arshad. You can see the goalkeeper's offset to his right-hand side. Now he'll just wander around, make the attacker think again. Now he starts in the middle. Mind game start. So Arshad into the circle. Arshad spins, moves the keeper twice, moves the keeper 3 times and finds the back of the goal. Well done, well taken.
Well, I thought Harry had done enough. He gets back there really well, but then sells himself slightly short. Taufik Arshad doing really well to stay composed because the clock was ticking.
And in the back, you can see Firhan coming to take up the ball. He scored 2 years ago. Firhan then, up against Butt. Firhan. He's a bit static, and Butt makes the save. Firhan not doing enough.
A lack of conviction as he goes in. There's no real acceleration. The swing puts him off slightly. Firhan doesn't roll back. Butt gets enough, and Firhan just gets double touch on the reverse underneath the goalie.
27. Abu Bakr Mahmood. And he make it Pakistan 2, Malaysia 0. Abu Bakr gets his back to the goal, and it's going to be a stroke because Harry's gone in for the back stick.
Yeah, back stick, absolutely. Harry's gone in swinging on the forehand, and in doing so has fouled.
Now, anybody can take this, and Alem Bilal is the penalty stroke taker. He's left his stick on the bench, so he's just run off to get his stick. And so Harry will need to wait. And Alem Bilal now has his stick. And will come to the stroke spot. And Alem Bilal looking to make it 2-0. So, Bilal against Harry. Bilal goes bottom left and makes it 2-0. Pakistan with the early advantage in this shootout. So, this you feel is a must for Faisal Sari, the all-time leading goal scorer in the Asian Champions Trophy. Had 2 in regulation time. Can he beat Imran Butt for a 3rd time? This time though, 1-on-1. No, he can't. Imran Butt swats it away. He tried to swap the first one away from Firhan and he missed. But this time he makes the connection.
Well, that's not a great bit of forward play. Imran Butt just got too close, Faisal. Allowing Imran Butt to sweep it away easily.
Oh, this is Ahmed to make it 3-0 and really put the pressure on Malaysia. Harry has to make a save here, you feel, if Malaysia are going to come through this. Harry comes out to the flick spot. Here goes Ahmed. Ahmed trying to change the goalkeeper. The keeper's got a touch on it. And he's run out of time. So Harry does enough, getting the stick on the ball.
Well, he saw the opportunity there and it's just rolled off the end of the stick in the end, enabling Harry to just get the second phase. Ayaz Ahmed not able to get the shot away.
So here's Ayman. Ayman needs to score here, you feel. He goes off on a little bit of a different tangent, trying to draw Butt out of position. Now he runs across and beats Butt. That's well done. And there is the difference from the first 2 Malaysian shootouts, Simon. He's run at an angle.
Absolutely class. He's gone out to one way, then just accelerated back. The goalkeeper can't get it through enough, and he just pushed it into the bottom corner. All sorts of easy with that acceleration.
Irfan Jr. So Irfan Jr. against Harry. Pakistan leading by 2-1. Irfan, save, second shot in. And was it on time? We're going to check back stick and we're going to check time as well, I think.
So this is video, this is an umpire's referral. Immediate chat.
Peter, can you hear me?
Yes, Bruce, so you're looking for a back stick?
Yes, please, if you can revert the back stick.
We will do, thank you.
So we're looking, the first save. First save is good, nothing wrong with that. Second save. So we've rolled onto back stick. We go threaten, roll, first shot. Nothing wrong with that from the umpire. Well, that's back stick anyway. First save is good. Second shot, that's back stick as well. They're both back stick. Pick whichever one you like. That is not a goal.
Bruce.
Yes, Peter.
It is a back stick.
Okay, no goal.
No goal.
So, having scored the first 2, Pakistan have missed their second 2. And now Sharil, who missed 2 years ago, has an opportunity to make it 2-2. It's like regulation time all over again, but in a mini version of the shootout. Pakistan racing out to a lead and Malaysia coming back. Can they complete the comeback for a second time? Here goes Sharil up against Imran Butt. Sharil doesn't seem to be doing an awful lot. Now he does. Now he goes to work and he's made a mess of it. And he's missed.
Just didn't ever feel that was under control.
So
it's a whole load of dancing. He's off his toes, but there's no real lateral movement. Then as soon as he missed that, he's chopped at it. Imran Butt can get his leg guards in the way.
So it means that should Shakil score here, Pakistan will win by 3-1. Shakil, off he goes. What can Harry do here to keep Malaysia in it? Shakil, who's had such a brilliant tournament, scores! And Pakistan are in the final once again for a 5th consecutive edition of the Asian Champions Trophy. And it's heartbreak at the semi-final stage for Malaysia once again at the hands of Pakistan. Pakistan, who led in regulation time 4-1, have made it count in the shootout. Simon, coolly taken.
Absolutely brilliant. He's just stepped away, then he's used every bit of his levers, and that's about the precision of execution in the hook of his stick. You can feel that. Then he goes, everything he's got. Body rolls out to the right-hand side, opens the bottom corner. Unstoppable from a keeper's perspective.
3-2 in the shootout 2 years ago in Kuantan. It's 3-1 in the shootout here in Muscat. A really valiant performance from Malaysia comes to nothing. They scored 3 goals in the final, 18 minutes, but all to no avail because they've come undone in the shootout. Full time, Pakistan 4, Malaysia 4, but Pakistan booked their place in the final. They've won the shootout 3-1. Wow, Simon, a brilliant semi-final, and well, harsh really on either side to lose because it was so good.
It had everything, didn't it? They were both teams going absolutely toe-to-toe. When Malaysia took the lead, we thought, well, that'll open it up. Pakistan then came back as hard as they possibly could to open up a lead that seemed almost you couldn't close it down at all. And then suddenly in that third quarter, Malaysia found a couple of opportunities that they took. The momentum went their way. The fourth was fortuitous to some degree because of the slip and the poor goalkeeping, but then they were right in it. But then you have to say they just didn't quite show the same belief and confidence in the shootout.
Well, they lost that Asian Games shootout as well in the final against Japan. They've lost this one here where they had an opportunity to book their place in the final for the very first time, but Malaysia, well, without that man Pakistan, without Rizwan Senior, Pakistan have booked their place in the final. And, well, Shakil has been brilliant, hasn't he, throughout this tournament. And for his perspective, he's managed to keep that going by scoring the decisive shootout to put his side into the final.
It's just been his consistency. I think he's had a phenomenal tournament. Aside from the one slip that gave Malaysia one of their scoring opportunities, he's been brilliant, and he's been brilliant across every line. It's how he's adapted a defensive performance into some midfield control, creating forward opportunities. He's supported each and every line so well.
And Malem Bilal with 2 penalty corners as well. But it's Pakistan that are in the final here. Okay, let's get down onto the pitch for the post-match presentation with Dan Strange.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the post-match presentation ceremony of match number 17, the semi-final between Pakistan and Malaysia. Well done, Pakistan, a 5th consecutive final to come. First of all, we would like to thank our sponsor, Hero Motorcore, without whose support this competition would not be possible. We'd also like to welcome our dignitaries to the presentation party. Mr. Jamie Stewart, Director of Commune Sports, and Mr. Imad Asad Selman, Managing Director, BG Collection Bangladesh, the sponsor of the Oman national team. The award for the hero man of the match goes to number 8 of Pakistan, Mohammed Irfan Senior. He will collect a trophy and a check for $150 US. Let's hear it for Mohammed Irfan Senior, your man of the match.
Yeah, well played, Mohammed Irfan Senior. He was made to work really hard in that second half, but he marshalled the defensive line well, Simon.
He did indeed, and sometimes it's a player who's not as noticeable. They set a platform up, Pakistan, to race out to that 4-1 lead. They were solid at the back, and whilst the numbers added up for Malaysia, they didn't give them easy opportunity. It wasn't that Imran Butt was very busy in the Pakistani goal, because players such as Mohammed Irfan Senior just set things up really solidly. They were miserly in the opportunities they really gave away.
Well, we know one finalist, it's Pakistan, but who will be their opponents in that final? The second semi-final is coming up shortly. India take on Japan. India, of course, the defending champions. Well, what a semi-final we have had. Pakistan led by 4-1. Malaysia got it back to 4-4, but it's Pakistan that are in the final. They won the shootout by 3-1.